We'll do it live.
Okay.
Well,
No.
we'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
We'll do it live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Cannoli Sasquatch Show. Holy crap. It's been a very long time since I've done a solo stream. Literal months. Do it live, Whitey. How you doing, everybody? Anybody in the chat? Everybody checking in on a Friday night? Hello, everyone. We're back. Cannoli Sasquatch is back doing a solo stream. It's been a while. I did miss doing these. Been wanting to do a solo stream for a long time. But with the Cannoli connection and life and work and everything else, it just wasn't in the cards, but now it is. We're back. I wanted to do a solo stream for a while based on just pop culture stuff, movie stuff that's been going on in the news. But then I got my hands on Spiderman 2, the video game. And I wanted to talk about this game because it's kind of polarizing. It's a big game, big AAA title for the PlayStation, probably their biggest launch of the year. A lot of hype behind it. If you'd liked the first game, you probably would want to play this game. Obviously, there's a lot of build up, a lot of excitement, but I do have a lot of problems with this game. But just in general, in the industry, in the gaming industry, period. While we're waiting for more people to come in, let's talk to the people that are here already. And we have Mr. Cajun Corey. Mr. Cajun Corey, thank you, sir, for dropping in. I do appreciate you very much. Always. My boy Abomination AJ. What's up, AJ? Good video before on the Rippaverse animated show. Thank you. Rage Cage, Cult Classic Cage. How are you doing, lady? Rage Cage just awesome. Had on her channel had an awesome review of the RoboCop Rogue City game. Fantastic breakdown, and she explains pretty much exactly how I feel about that game. It is one of the most fun games I've played in years, and is my favorite game so far this year. So definitely check that out on her channel if you can, please. Jacob Ironside, my man, Mr. Jacob Dempsey, Drunk Poet. Ciao, buddy. Dempsey dropped a sick album, man. It's on all platforms. Go check it out. Please do. And if somebody wants to drop a link in there for him, I'll find one and I'll drop it in for you, buddy. Appreciate you. Sick beats, man. Very relaxing. I've been listening to it while at work, and it has been fantastic. White Bear is working right now, slaying pizzas and cocaine. So he's doing his thing in Tennessee, but I appreciate you, White Bear, checking in while you can. Where the white women at? Mr. Shield Wall of the Dragons. Hey, buddy. Thanks for stopping in, man. There's White Bear. Yo, sir, at work. Still have a great stream. Be listening randomly. Saying sassy crap. Staying sassy crap. Okay, I'm losing my mind. Let's see here. Just going through it again. And yeah, of course, Mrs. Sassy's here. She said hey before, which is her signature. But anyway, I appreciate everybody coming in so far. I know that video gaming is not everybody's forte, but this game has been controversial since it came out. I really just wanted to kind of get into storytelling in general, especially for video games. Now, Cassie, again, brought up a great point on one of her reviews recently for this game and how immersion is so different from a video game to a movie. I have a lot of problems with this game. I actually played a lot of it today. I beat the story a couple of weeks ago, but I haven't had time to jump back into it. I've been bouncing around between different games. I'm playing Mario Wonder. I'm playing RoboCop. Pretty soon I'll be playing Mario RPG. So there's a lot. I have a backlog of games that is ridiculous. But I wanted to play Spider-Man 2 specifically because I pretty much knew I wanted to do a review on it at some point, whether it's a live stream or an actual video. So I figured, let's do this. So for people who are curious, if they have not played the game, I'm pretty sure everybody's seen what's going on since it came out 3 weeks ago, with all the storytelling issues that it has, some of the narratives that it has, some of the messaging that it has in general. But the meat of the game is the gameplay and the story. So basically, just speaking off the cuff here, the biggest problem I have with the game, especially playing it again today, is these side missions are absolutely a lot of them are just really boring. They're tedious. They make no sense. I know that they're trying to do this friendly friendly neighborhood Spider-Man thing with these little things that he's doing in his neighborhood to help people. It's just some of the gameplay on that aspect is just really enraging. The side mission stuff today, I put a lot of time into it since I had the day off from work, and it wasn't vibing with me. You've seen all the stories, you've seen all the stuff about the side missions in this game with the spray painting deaf girl and the I got to that one today finally, and I also got to the one where he's helping a person in the school that he's going to, Brooklyn Visions, I think it's called, Miles Morales, where he helps a person set up a date with a boy for another boy. And it's just like, it really wouldn't be a big deal if it wasn't so heavy-handed on what I think is the point that developers and writers are trying to get through is the messaging. It was pretty cringe. The dialogue is really bad in this side mission, and we'll get into all that. But Rage Cage here is saying, I beat Spider-Man 2 and still didn't go back to it after the day I beat it. I just don't enjoy it like I thought it. I am 100% with you. I only played it today just to kind of get a feel for the game again so I could talk about it. I agree with you here, though. There are way too many of the better games. What's up, Zombie Box Reviews? Appreciate you. Yeah, I agree. The story basically initially, I beat this game pretty much in 2 or 3 days when I got it. I went through it. I had my daughter watch me play it because she liked the first game. Hello there. Thank you for coming back. Yes, Black Lives are Black Devils. Miles Morales is Miles Morales. We're going to get into that. There is a lot of pandering. There is as much pandering as possible without the entire... Yeah, I completely agree. What up, Jay? My gooch brother. So basically, I mean, just to get into the gist of it, I'm not going to go through the whole entire, every specific storyline, just the main points. So in this game, you basically start off with Miles Morales and Peter Parker. If you've played the first game or knew what happened in the first game, I'm sorry, it leads off with Miles Morales telling him that he has abilities. Shows him he has abilities, like he jump, and he, oh wow, you're Spider-Man too? Cool. So the second game really leads off where Peter gets a job at Miles Morales' school, Brooklyn Visions. It's like a science school and very progressive, very New York. A lot of different cultures, a lot of different teachers, a lot of different people. Fine, it's New York City, modern day. I can forgive some of the stuff that they try to pull in this game, but overall. But anyway, it starts off with Peter Parker trying to get a job as a teacher in this school. He's an adult now. He needs a job. The whole fucking premise of Peter Parker in this game is to make him look completely useless. Now, I know in the movies he had problems trying to maintain a business job, his love life, his being Spider-Man, right? That came into play in Spider-Man 2, right? When he was losing his powers because he couldn't basically maintain what he was trying to do. So he had to make a choice. And in this game, they try to pull the same thing where they're trying to just browbeating him. In the beginning of the game, he gets a teaching job, which is his dream job. Apparently, Miles Morales is one of his students. And then the Sandman comes, right? Immediately, Miles Morales tells him he needs his help. And then, Peter Parker's like, man, I really need this job, but I really, blah, blah. And then they go off and fight Sandman. So as far as the gameplay, game looks good, plays pretty well. There were a few bugs and glitches here and there, but that's expected for a new modern day game. The gameplay is good. I don't know, maybe if Cassie's still listening can tell me why it feels like sometimes the swinging in the game is not as smooth as it should be. I don't know why. I'm playing it on the fidelity with the 120 hertz at 40 FPS. Maybe that's why. Maybe if I switch it to performance mode, it would feel a little zippier. I love it, though, with the 4K 40. I think it's a great balance. And I think Insomniac, despite all the issues I have with the game, did a great job as far as developing the performance. So, yeah, no, I agree. He's a piece of shit. They made Peter Parker a basic piece of shit in this game. He's useless. Miles is better in everything. I mean, it's unbelievable to his abilities, to how he handles things in his day-to-day life, how he's just able to fix everything. And Peter Parker just constantly, they make him, I understand there's going to be some conflict in Peter Parker's life as far as what he can do as Spider-Man, what he's trying to maintain with Mary Jane and a work life. I get that it's going to be tough for him, but they really, really, really bring it home that Miles is the guy. Miles. They're pushing Miles Morales. It's Fook Norris. How you doing, buddy? Thank you. I'm hitting the tree. Hey, man, whatever makes you happy, dude. I really have a problem with how they portray Peter Parker in this game, and it's on purpose. There's an agenda there where they want to push Miles into the forefront, and it's basically it was the developer of the game just came out and said just last week, right, that Miles is the guy going forward. Peter Parker is basically taking a back seat, and Miles Morales is going to be your Spider-Man. Okay, so the problem with the story in this game is they don't do it organically at all. They basically, by the end of the game, just push Peter to the side, make him a little bitch, make him submit to Mary Jane, and it really is just a missed opportunity. I really believe that if they had the balls, the developer really had the balls, they could have just I'd rather them kill Peter Parker off than see him become what he becomes in this game. It really is a detriment to him and his character and all Peter Parker fans, who's the true Spider-Man. It really belittles everything that Peter Parker's done, especially from the first game. And they already screwed up Peter Parker a little bit from the first game. The developers had a different actor playing him. I got over it when I got the remastered one for the PS5. It's a different actor, different person completely. And people had a problem with that. I got over it. So Insomniac has done some weird shit with Peter Parker here. I know why they said they did it for the new system, but it was weird. Let me see here. You didn't like playing stun. Oh, we're going to get into the Mary Jane missions. Mary Jane is such an overpowered, obnoxious female. And that's not a knock to all the females out there. I can't stand her in this game. And and the developer again said, if you think she's OP, get over it. Tough shit. Nobody cares. Well, we care. As a gaming community, people care. There are a lot of sheep out there. They're going to go, oh, women, female power. It's not about the female power thing. If men can do what women, it's like she has a place. She shouldn't be fucking tasing people constantly in these stupid stealth missions that nobody wanted. They put them back into the game on purpose. They did to piss people off because they knew they were going to get sales on the game anyway. It doesn't matter who was in the game playing these stupid side missions, stealth missions with Mary Jane. People are going to play it anyway. You know why? Because they have to progress. They're going to buy the game because Venom's in it. They're going to buy the game because Kraven's in it. It's a Spider-Man game. They really didn't have to do much advertising at all. Just show a clip here and there, and people are going to buy it. It's a PS5 exclusive. Let's talk about the graphics. Let's talk about the gameplay, the story. And of course, I have a hard time believing Miles learned anything. No, it's true. And he even gets pissed off at fucking Peter Parker in the game because Peter's doing his own thing with the symbiote once he becomes Venom. And he's just like, oh, Peter's kind of being a dick. And it's like, he's been your mentor for how long, though? Like, you worship this guy, and that's fine because he's older than you. He's been Spider-Man longer than you. He's had his abilities longer. But yet, the whole game is Miles complaining that he's not there. I don't mind Miles Morales, but don't miss Peter Parker. Peter Parker set the whole landscape. Exactly. It is sad. Melvin. Maybe Miles is going to turn out to be fabulous down the bit. I don't know what they're going to do. They do push this narrative a lot, which is kind of racist. Isn't that the whole point of them not trying to do that, is to say that they don't want the game to be racist? They want to represent. They have a fucking costume at the end of the game that Adidas, the actual company Adidas, said they had to put in the game because they're sponsoring it. And it's the worst looking costume I've ever fucking seen in a video game. So let me see who else is in here. Zombie Main, what up, buddy? Hey, buddy. Oh, no, Zombie Main's here. I'm sorry. Sorry, buddy. There you go. Yeah, sing it, buddy. Bro. She's bringing up points, though. Black Spider-Man's like, it's funny. Like, I know a lot of people who will prefer Miles Morales' story or him as a character as Spider-Man more compared to Peter Parker. But what they do to Peter in this game is like, it's pathetic. My wife Sassy Sasquatch is sitting there watching me play this game. She hears it in the background. She's sitting there going, what the hell are they doing? What is this dialogue? What are they saying to him? This is a Spider-Man character? He's a pussy. He became a bitch. So the game starts off with a fight the Sandman. And it's a pretty cool demonstration of the differences between the gameplay as far as mechanically. This is a typical Marvel style epic, and I don't mean epic in story. I mean like epic CGI, big scale movie type game. It's everything I hate about current day cinema, where it's all spectacle, no substance. It's trying to make everything flashy and pretty and make you forget that there's a story, no story there. It's a terrible, I mean, they fight, it's him and Miles Morales doing their thing together, which you would think in the scheme of things would be cool for them to fight together. But Miles Morales is more powerful than Spider and Peter Parker. Miles Morales has better abilities because he was bitten by a better spider. So he gets cloaking and electricity and all this weird shit. So he's OP compared to Peter Parker. And Peter Parker becomes OP later on when he gets the symbiote suit, but it's minimal. And then there's a lot of shit that happens after that. Yeah, Zombie, it's sad, man, because there was so much promise for this. And I'm not saying the game isn't fun at times. There are times of the game where it is fun. But there's a lot of the game where you're just sitting there going, what are they thinking? I know Cassie, Rage Cage, can attest to this with the fucking bike riding Peter Parker. There's a flashback with him and Harry Osborn. They had a good opportunity here to build this beautiful story between him and Peter, and they do it on occasion, but not for the whole scope of the game. Kraven is wasted in this game. Kraven is introduced in a cool manner, comes in a cool way, and just kind of disappears for a while. And you're going, what the hell? Why have this fucking character in the game who's a big character? Very intimidating, has an awesome score in the game. The theme for Kraven in this is badass. But they actually just ruin everything on this. Insomniac removed the pandering from the game. Middle East, yes, thank you, which is bullshit. They removed the flags, the LGBT flags, the trans flags, and the Ukraine shit. You know why? Because they want to profit. And this is where I have a problem with these stupid developers and these companies where they're like, oh, but, let's be progressive and it's about saving everyone and representing people. And in the Middle East, they literally take everything out. So which is it? Do you want to be greedy? I'd rather you just say you're fucking greedy. Be honest. Thank you, Zombie Man. It's nice to see you, buddy. Square Enix declined to sell Final Fantasy 16 in Saudi Arabia because they refused to censor a gay character in the game. Hey, you know what? I give them respect for it. At least they stuck to their guns. You're right. At least they said, no, we want to keep this. Fuck the money. I always laughed at MJ's story in the first game. We broke up because I hate you saving me from supervillains and other enemies. I can't get away from. Yeah. She's a pain in the ass, man. Hey, Leon, what's up, buddy? Hey, you good, buddy? Appreciate you coming in. Yeah, I have a lot of problems with this game. Not enough Kraven. They tell you literally for like a few minutes his backstory, only in a scene where you have to investigate shit in Kraven's like where his main lair is, right? Where he's resting basically. And it's literally a 2-second thing when you're investigating. You pick up a piece of paper or some kind of medicine that he's taking. So basically, fucking Kraven's dying of a cancer or some kind of form of cancer. But he takes a potion that keeps him strong, like stronger than a normal human. And I'm like, wait a minute. So you have this guy who is a badass, a large, intimidating foe. He's super strong because he takes a serum that makes him that way. He's hunting down other people, other villains, technically, or stronger than him or whatever, because he's all about the hunt. He wants to have a foe that could end his life, but at least it's a good fight for him. It's a journey for him. And this is what you tell me, like literally towards the end of the game, is that you find out he's dying. And I'm not talking about like it's a cut scene where there's some emotion behind it, or you literally find out by investigating a fucking room where you're trying to find where Kraven really is. And I'm like, wait a minute, all this time. And Kraven has got like every bad guy known imaginable, every race, every fucking nationality, women, men. I don't know what the hell's going on, where his funding has come from in this movie. He takes over New York City with his army, and it's like, fucking bigger than the U.S. military, and unimaginable funds and cloaking devices and machines and flying fucking mechanical birds and mechanical dogs. And I'm like, wait a minute, where is all this coming from? Now, I don't know the comic. I don't know the comic. I'm not talking about the comic, though. I'm talking about the game. Maybe Craven's there to get some interest. Maybe. But this game was in development probably way before the movie was. Maybe not. I don't know. You just call me a WAP zombie, man? Oh, I'm just kidding. It's a joke. Words of paradise. How you doing, buddy? Rage Cage says, I still don't understand how all the villains Craven will all suddenly... and that's another thing. I'm going all over the place because now I'm getting heated. All the villains that Spider-Man fights in the games, like just in his lore, they're all reformed, new people who turned over a new leaf and are good people now. Tombstone. Who else? Help me out, Cassie. Tombstone. Mysterio. Mysterio has a whole stupid side story in this game. And I'm like, this is a major villain in the freaking comic book lore. In the movie, and you basically make a stupid side mission where you have to constantly, Mysterio has like a machine or a game that he created where you go in and it give you can basically anything you dream of in the game, it comes to reality. And of course, this goes haywire when Miles does it, right? You become a fucking DJ in Miles Morales' dream, and then you have to fight back. It's so fucking stupid. I can't even explain it correctly. It's so stupid and useless and dumb. Mysterio, Tombstone. I can't even go on, but all of a sudden, all the old villains are reformed. And I'm like, wait, where? This would have been a cool story to find out how this happened. I don't know if they're leaving it up to where Spider-Man tried to help them so much, or they were reformed in jail or some kind of mental hospital and came. Like, how do you reform Mysterio all of a sudden? How does this happen? Yeah, he got that Wakanda money. This dude's fucking loaded, man. I don't understand it. But that's a good question. I'm going to look that up for who does the voice because he does a good job. I'm going to look this up real quick. Here we go. Spider-Man, Craven actor in Spider-Man that's the movie. Jim Peary, Pirri. Jim Peary. He does a good job. He does a really good job. But the character is wasted. I know what you're probably thinking, some people are going to watch this later. Well, it's just a video game. What are you getting so upset about? No. Don't give me that shit. You're going to make people spend $70 on a fucking game. Give me a good story. The first game had a good story. Not great. It had its issues. At least it was streamlined. It was about Peter and Aunt May and Mary Jane and the villains. This is so convoluted with shit that it's actually pathetic, and it takes you out of the game sometimes. Yeah. Villains fear Craven. He's a cold-blooded killer. I don't know how dude, Jay, they fucked his character. And I got to tell you something. They fucked up Venom too. Venom should be in the game more, and how they play him at the end, where it's this all or nothing typical Marvel movie bullshit where it's the end of the world or nothing, is fucking stupid. They had a chance to make a really strong storyline here with Harry, because Harry in this game, spoilers, hold on, close your ears, Harry is Venom. And if you played the first Spider-Man game, at the end of the game, at the end credits, that's Harry Osborn is trying to save, not Harry Osborn, Harry's father. What the fuck is his name? Osborn is trying to save his son. His son has a rare disease that his mom died of. I'll tell you what they did something. They show you the backstory in this game of how Venom came to Earth. It was fucking stupid how they did it because they wasted so much time with other bullshit. They could have did this better. They all got reformed. Oh, Shield Wall. I'm telling you, man, it's not nothing that I would pay full price for. I'm glad I didn't. Nothing I would pay $50 for. This is like a bargain $29.99 game. It's worth it at that point, maybe. Martin Lee and Dr. Connor's dad are the other. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, daughter. They mess up all the villains because these writers are softer than warm butter. Yes, they are. Hunty, how you doing, buddy? Spending $70 to be told to go fuck myself is something. Thank you. Cannoli Oli only likes rock hard solace. I do like it rock hard, buddy. I do like it rock hard. I agree. Norman Osborn. Thank you, Cassie. I'm sorry. I'm getting old. Norman Osborn tries to save Harry with the symbiote at the end of the first game. So Harry Osborn just comes back in this game. And it's cool because Peter Parker and Harry, they start to build a cool narrative here. At least for a little bit. A minimal amount of time, they build a cool narrative. They show you just know they're close. Here's the funny thing. Peter Parker wants Mary Jane to move into his queen's house where Aunt May died, right? This is where part of the game gets really fucking stupid. Mary Jane's conflicted. She wants her career. She works for Jonah Jameson at the Bugle. She wants to become a reporter, a good one, but she's conflicted because fucking Peter Parker never has time for her, and she wants her strong woman wants her career over the man. So you go into Aunt May's house with Mary Jane while she's thinking about moving in, basically about to move in. Well, she is moving in, but still she's conflicted. Then it becomes a fucking walking simulator in the home. You're walking from room to room with Peter Parker, literally picking up old, dirty, disgusting bananas with flies on them, throwing them away. This is a fucking part of the game. Walking around looking at bills, walking and looking at how your mortgage isn't paid. And I'm just like, I know what they're trying to do here. They're trying to build some empathy or sympathy for Peter and trying to build this relationship with Mary Jane and his life now in Queens. Because now you can go to Queens. You can go to Brooklyn in this game. The map has opened up. Queens does not look like fucking Queens, by the way, in real life. I know what Queens looks like. My family was from Queens. If Queens looked like this in New York City, nobody would fucking move. This is not Queens. You could tell it's fantasy. Exactly, Shield Wall. Exactly. I think Peter and Harry had more. Thank you. 100% accurate. You're right. Didn't one of the creators of this game insert a skin? Yes, and we'll get to that. Yes, they inserted theirs, and she looks hideous. She looks like a man. That's why I'm absolutely love the new animated. You keep talking about this blue. I gotta watch this. I gotta watch this. I gotta watch Invincible episode 2 too. She's a dumb broad. He's saying yes. Cult class. Don't tempt them, Cassie. The LGBT community will hear you, dude. I wouldn't put it. Some of the shit I saw in this game, it's probably gonna happen. Yo, Andrew, what up, Andrew? Good morning, buddy. Uninspired reviewer, I'm glad you're here because we were messaging each other today about the narrative and story of this game. Despite all the bullshit woke stuff, the story is not well done. And Uninspired reviewer felt like I did. Yeah, it lets you go to slay Queens. The problem is it's not really Queens. It's like a everyday typical suburb, and they then throw in this urban element to it. They are. Dude, yes. Rage Cage. There was only one small part of Queens in the game. Born and raised, represent. This game is superficial with its reputation. Dude, Brooklyn too. How they do Williamsburg, how they do Harlem, how they do. Now, the only thing they get really close to accurate is Times Square. They do a great job of doing Times Square. This game is a lot more controversial than the pronouns. Dude, I'm going to tell you that. You want to talk about another game that just died out? Starfield. You have these two massive fucking games, Starfield and Spider-Man 2, with tons of hype. I mean, tons of hype. I think they both fell flat. I did not like Starfield. I know some people in the chat did. I think it was extremely overrated and underwhelming. I actually deleted the game from my thing after like 30 hours. I know people think I'm crazy. I might continue on someday. I couldn't do it. I just can't do it. I can't do it. So anyway, yeah, Mary Jane in this game, if we get to the character development real quick, I mean, we can talk gameplay. Mary Jane is a Mary Sue. She comes into Peter's house while he's struggling financially. Now, I understand the entire, hey, I want to help you out. We're in this together. Totally fine. It's a 50-50 thing in a relationship. That's not how this is played, though. It's very obvious to how she's going to take care of him. She's going to be the breadwinner. I'll take care of the mortgage. In the meantime, though, I still have a problem with you being Spider-Man. Why can't you hold down a job? I'm going to come in here and run your life. Not ruin your life, but run your life. But you're not giving me enough attention. There's got to be some balance here. And why can't you hold down a job? It's like, you can't win at Peter Parker, man. The whole game, he's getting browbeaten. If I was fucking Venom when I became Venom, I wanted to go out and just fucking destroy everybody in my life that liked me, that supposedly loved me because they were, they were just obnoxious. White Bear says this, so they still keep in Mary Jane. You don't have time for me in my career story, but decide to, yes, they replaced him. Starfield is very dated. Oh God, I tell you what, man, Starfield's a joke. It's an absolute joke. It is a mediocre game. MJ is out here killing people with a taser and survive. Oh, Mary Jane gets shot with a fucking arrow with some weird venom shit in it, close range, on a stealth mission trying to save Miles Morales. Pulls the fucking arrow out like she's Rambo and just keeps going. I am not fucking exaggerating. Close range with the fucking arrow. Gets right up. Yet Spider-Man is struggling with stupid villains that he can kick their ass in less than a second. My hot take is that Miles Morales game is better than both Spider-Man games. Is the story still as shot? Yes, but the Miles game actually has it the mat. Okay. Only issue I had with the Miles Morales game is it was really short because it was more of like a DLC to the first Spider-Man game than a full-fledged game, but they needed something for the PS5 when it came out. You know, whatever. I like the first game the best, Andrew, but yeah, you know what? I don't have a problem with your take there because sure. Yes, I have. Yes, I have seen that movie. That actually doesn't happen in the comics. The relationship between MJ. Yes. It's only a strain in the game because MJ's a fucking pain in the ass. And they try to make it feel like, yeah, he's trying to balance everything, but it's just not working, dude. Hear me out. Spider-Verse game of letting us make our own Spider-Man. Dude, I'm with it, Hunty. Miles Morales game is a better game because there was less filler. Yes, it was straight. It was shorter story, and it was straight to the point. You learned about Miles Morales and his abilities and his family and his neighborhood. And yes, so 100%. It is a mid game. And it is forgotten about. I don't hear anybody talking about Starfield anymore. And I know we turn over games like every other medium. You know, movies and TV shows are the same. But usually a good show or a good movie will kind of be still talked about for a long time. Starfield is dead. I got to play that. Yeah, no, I agree. I have Miles Morales. It's not bad. Not bad. What's up, Jason Davis? I'm so glad I never got a PS5. This was the only game I would have bought from all. Yeah, you know what? All the games I play on my PS5 are remasters, remakes. Ghost of Tsushima upgrade from the PS4 game. I'm playing Red Dead Redemption, the first one. It's plays well. It plays at 4K 60 frames on the PlayStation 5. So some of the games get a spec bump. They play a little better. But the PS5 is a glorified update remake machine. That's all it is. This is just an update. Let me update the games from the previous generation and resell them. Peter is so bad at everything, he should just quit being Spider-Man. Yeah, I agree. So Ghost of Tsushima is fucking amazing. I'm so happy they're making a movie out of that, by the way. I honestly love to see good games of Marvel. You know, here's the problem. Marvel is giving licensing to Insomniac. You guess what Insomniac's making next after Spider-Man 2? They're working on it right now. Wolverine. It's in the same universe as Spider-Man. I was excited about Wolverine. I'm not excited about Wolverine anymore. I'm not excited about the DLC for Spider-Man 2. I know what they're going to go. I know where they're going to go. They're pushing the progressiveness so far in this game. They try to make it, they want you to think it's subtle, but it's not. If you're paying attention, it's not. I think I'll replay dude, that was a great game, Spider-Man 2 on the PS2. It still holds up. The combat is good. I am with you. Dude, I'm with it. Ghost of Tsushima is a masterpiece. It's one of the best games that I've ever played. Yeah, they're going to make him a bitch. They're going to make Wolverine get in touch with his feelings or something, or it's going to be, and depending on where the game is based, like whatever city or area it's going to be in, what are they going to do? Well, how are they going to make this progressive? They do this with, okay, so Harry Osborn in this game is working for his dad, Norman. They changed their entire company to save the world. They basically became an environmental friendly, organic, weird fucking company. This weird kumbaya hold my hand shit. Fine. They're trying to recruit Peter Parker to work for them in their science department with Harry, right? And as they're walking around in the building, you hear Harry go, "Well, we've proudly put together one of the most diverse teams of scientists, doctors, and board members in the history of whatever the fuck, of corporations." And you're like, okay, so I turn my head to my wife and go, okay, does that mean what I think it means? Do they mean diverse in as far as scientific, like this in the scientific world, diverse meaning different areas and backgrounds for people, or do they mean diverse? They meant diverse in the way that you think. Short-haired people, black people, Chinese people, which I don't have a problem with in the science world, in the corporate world. That's how it is. And the dog's barking in the background. Let's see. I used to love Insomniac because OG Spider and Dragon, but after Spiderman, yeah, no, I don't trust him anymore either. Cuckervine coming soon. Yes. Wolver. I can't even come up with anything, actually. Yeah, that's what's going to happen, dude. That's what's going to happen. I'm with you. To be honest, people slept on the Amazing Spider. Dude, the Amazing Spider-Man game was really good, too. I agree. Yep. I agree. If they made a Pac-Man game, I'd expect them to F it up with the gender shit. Yeah, he'd be munching something. I don't know if it's balls, but if he's what if he's a female Pac-Man? What is the female Pac-Man equivalent? I don't know. Who gives a toss? How about putting together the best scientific team if you just hired? That's basically what the game is. And even one of the scientists that he's helping, by the way, you walk into this place and these scientists are like, "Can you help me with this? Can you help me with this task?" And then you're playing these stupid side missions. It's fucking Miss Pac-Man. Duh. Okay, thanks, Melvin. Thank you. That's the name I was looking for. So one of these scientists is a female. You think is a female, but it's really short hair. And I didn't notice it immediately. Then I stopped playing for a second, and Mrs. Sassy goes, what are you doing? Why are you not continuing on? I go, look at the cup on the girl's desk to the right of her. It's a little tiny cup. Trans flag, Ukraine flag. Yes, the trans flag and the Ukraine flag in the cup. So we're dealing with a trans scientist in the game. Okay. And then, by the way, in New York City and all these little bodegas and people you're helping on the certain missions, Ukraine flags fucking everywhere in these places. You do see the LGBTQ flag. You see the trans flag. You do see some American flags. Yeah, Cassie, go back and play that mission in the beginning. If you go back, you know what I'm talking about. The first person that he meets, the scientist, right to the left of her, there's a little cup with a trans flag and a Ukraine flag. Yeah, they're everywhere. There's certain buildings that you fly by or swing by and land on, you'll see the trans flags, flapping, and yeah, unbelievable. Now I know what people are thinking. Excuse me. This is modern day New York City. How could this be a problem? The problem is that we understand New York City, how progressive it is. I know these things exist. The BLM spray painted walls in certain areas. I know that flags. I get it. The problem is, though, is that with modern entertainment, modern cinema, modern gaming, they're not hiding the fact that they're pushing this shit. So it's very obvious that the writers and developers made it a point to put this in the game. And I know a lot of people are out there going, well, it's not in the main story. Kind of is, though. Some of the side missions you have to do to progress some of the main story. So, like, it's definitely there. My favorite one is when Peter Parker in the beginning of the game is going to stop bad guys as part of the main story and they own a gun club in Manhattan. Bunch of brooding white people are the only ones who own the guns. They're the only ones who actually are at the gun club. And when he gets there, the dialogue is so cringy where he goes, "Who decided to put a gun club in Manhattan? How about, oh God, Cassie, what does he say? He goes, how about we do instead of a gun club, we do a compliment club or some stupid woke bullshit thing about we just give compliments to each other instead of guns. And all the people in the gun that are coming out of the gun club with the weapons are all white people that you have to beat up. And he does this horrible, cringy dialogue thing. And all he's doing is bashing guns. Guns. Guns are bad. Guns are bad. I'm like, all right, I know Spider-Man's probably not pro-gun anyway, but it's just fucking dumb and it's cringy. Thank you. When I see you, Ukraine or rainbow flags on Twitter, I block. Yeah, it's fucking annoying. There's a whole lot of virtue signaling all over the game. Sadly, I did the same thing. I played through it and I tried to forget about it, and I really tried to say I'm not going to let this bother me. No, they're not holding Bibles, but they are distinct white males. They are very specific to show them as only white males. Hug club. It was like either a hug. Yeah, let's create a hug club or a compliments club where we can give compliments out. Oh my God. It's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. But bro, we brewed like some motherfuckers at the time. Yeah, I know. We all have our moments. No one in a gun club would do anything illegal with them because they would have records of ownership. It was, and they were taking weapons in and out of the gun club. Like it was almost like trying to say that the bad guys in the game had this as a front, but it was just very heavy-handed on the wording. I mean, he specifically said, "Who decides to own a gun club or run?" It's like, Jesus, man. Liberal man too. Not it was 9 inches of venom, all right. So there was a lot of that stuff. The Harry Peter storyline was decent at times. Like I said, Harry comes back because he's got the symbiote in him now. So the symbiote basically takes whatever illness that Harry has or anybody has, and it basically takes on the illness. So Harry's not sick anymore. He's just out of nowhere, comes to visit Peter at Aunt May's house. And they're friends again. Yay. You know, Mary Jane. Oh, I got to go to work now, honey. I'm going to go pay the bills. I got to leave. So Harry pulls out these bikes out of his car. He says, hey, you remember, Peter, when we used to ride our bikes in the neighborhood to school? There's a high school nearby. And then it becomes a bike riding simulator for a little bit. You literally get on the bike. You're riding through Queens. And at first I was like, oh, this is interesting. This is different. It's showing Peter Parker's world, like reminiscing about what he did with Harry. And they're also showing you what he probably would do when he went to school. He's a little nerdy, riding a bike. Not that riding a bike is nerdy, but you know what I mean. Wow, man. Like they have this whole flashback scene of a science project that they were doing in high school and how Flash Thompson destroyed the actual project. And they had to break into the high school and steal something off of Peter's hard drive that had the schematics for the thing. So they literally have you go in a flashback scene of when Peter was early on Spider-Man and Harry was, still Harry. He was healthier and young. This would have been better useful as a cutscene. They're trying to show you Peter's early abilities and how unsure of himself he was and how nerdier he was and how he would maneuver through the school with his abilities that he just got. It went on too long. Yeah, they played basketball. They actually go to the basketball gym and play. They're fucking shooting basketballs. So they're trying to really bring it home that, Peter was just a regular guy. And this is his buddy Harry. And they have this long history together. And this is bonding moment. And this is what Peter can do with his abilities now that he's Spider-Man, early Spider-Man. And it just really went on too long. This would have been a much better cutscene. Didn't have to be that long. And then when they come out of the school, they think they get caught by the cops, but it's really Norman Osborn who's telling Harry that his mom died. So they're trying to make this emotional thing happen. It was okay. I didn't have a real problem with it. To be fair, Harry taking on the scene was I totally agree with you there, Leon. And actually, that part I didn't mind as much. I didn't mind that Harry was the symbiote. It's just how they progress with it later on. How they moved with it. Yeah. And they did play basketball in the gym. It was weird. Like you're a basketball shooting with the fucking, the PlayStation motion controls. It was like, what the fuck is this? Where's Spider-Man? Harry Peter storyline works great, especially interviewing Craven and Venom until the world decides. And yeah, it's not the worst part. And I think Cassie's right. Cole Classic here. Harry and Peter's relationship in the game was better than MJ and Peter. So the summary of this game is less Spider-Man 2 and more Miles Morales. You do have to split missions, and as your game progresses, you can move between both people. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. They really bring it home at the end that Miles is the man. Yeah, is that a Schwinn nerd? You do which? Oh yeah. The stealth mission in the high school. Yes, it's all stealth, and I don't know. It was okay. It was okay. Didn't bother me. I'd rather be swinging around in Superman fighting criminals, but um, I don't know. He just finds them. He just finds them and lands his helicopter on the football field. So I don't know, unless he was tracking him or he just knew. I don't know. It's really weird. They don't explain it. I think Spider-Man 2 PS2 is the best. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. So yeah, Harry has the symbiote, and it progresses. So their relationship, it progresses a little further where the relationship of the relationship between Harry, MJ, and Peter now culminates, right? They're doing more together. They're going to this Brooklyn Carnival at Coney Island. And then I'm going to tell you right now, they make Coney Island look fucking unbelievable, beautiful, and spectacular. And that is the opposite of what Coney Island is. What's up, Zax? How you doing, buddy? Coney Island does not look like it does in this game. New York City does not look like it does in this game. Nobody would ever leave. They make it spotless and beautiful. We know that's not the truth. So they have this Brooklyn. Yeah, that's Mrs. Sassy opening up Trulies in my ear. They have this part, so it becomes a fucking walking simulator. You got to play these stupid mini games. Literally, you got to play the games to move on. Now, you don't have to play all of them, but you have to get on a Ferris wheel and you got to ride rides. And while you're riding the rides, you have to like hold the controls up to move your hands. And I'm just like, what the fuck is this? I know what they're doing. You're trying to show that MJ and Peter, you're trying to expand the story past just being Spider-Man. It's not working. It's not fucking working. It's boring. It looks nice, flashy carnival. It's Coney Island, right? It doesn't look. It's not good for the storytelling of the game. It doesn't progress it at all. It made me bored. And then, of course, this is where you kind of meet also sort of Miles Morales' deaf girlfriend who does sign language, but she's a beautiful artist. I mean, she's a touching, lovely artist of African paintings and African culture, and all about, in her own words, African past and African futurism. That's where she wants to go. So fine. But Miles Morales does sign language. She does sign language. Everybody around her does sign language. And I'm just like, what is this? Then the bad guys show up and the action picks up at the carnival. I'm like, cool. We're going to fight people now. Craven's people are coming. All Craven is doing is gathering up all these villains, the reformed ones and the regular ones like Scorpion and Vulture and Electro. And he wants to fight them. He wants to find one villain that can basically give him a real fight, compete with him, and even kill him if he can. He wants to die a real man's death by the hands of somebody more powerful than him. If that's he's the hunter. He's Craven the Hunter. So Peter's saving a bunch of people. The bad guys break one of the roller coasters, and of course there's a fucking trans flag on top of the roller coaster. I don't know why, but whatever. It's Coney Island. And while Peter's struggling to do all this, Harry comes in as the symbiote finally, and you see him kind of not fully form into Venom, but he has like the shit coming out of his arms, and he's helping Peter. And so, of course, he finds out he's Spider-Man. He finds out he's going to be Venom, or he has like a symbiote thing, and he's just like, Bloss, what up, Bloss? Oh, man. And again, it's just a lot of bullshit. Now, I will say, kind of moving along, when Peter becomes... So Harry has the symbiote ability, and the symbiote is attached to Harry, and Harry becomes like a superhero. He puts on his own costume. I think it's a costume that was in one of the comic books early on, Venom with Harry. Cool black suit. He's helping him beat the shit out of bad guys. What up, General Vague? Appreciate you. The symbiote suit. So basically they're palling up now. They're like, oh man, we're pals, man. Not only were we friends through high school and life, and we've been through a lot of suffering with each other. I'm going to be this symbiote thing, and you're Spider-Man. We're going to team up and start beating the shit out. And they do. They rescue one of the villains out of one of Craven's hiding spots. And then at some point, the symbiote wants to attach itself to Peter Parker. I think it's one of the missions where they're trying to save Miles Morales from Kraven. Kraven captures Miles Morales, puts him in the zoo in New Jersey somewhere, and he has to break out. And the game is challenging at parts. It's not easy. But like, I'm just at this point, I'm just like, I can't get into this. And of course, Miles Morales is just fucking OP. He's just OP. He's fucking just beating the shit out of people with his special cloaking and all these things that Peter Parker doesn't have. So Peter Parker finally becomes the symbiote. Because the symbiote suit picks Peter over Harry. So Harry's like, oh shit, okay, well, it wants you now. Give it back to me soon because I'm going to die without it. But yeah, you can go ahead and take it. And then you become Venom. And the game kind of becomes fun. You should sucker board every minute. Bloss says there's a scene where Mary Jane eats some box. No, I mean, she might as well. She does yell at a lot of men. Actually, with her face in this movie, in this game, I wouldn't want her eating anything. She's not very attractive. Yeah. You remember when Spider-Man was a loner and Mary Jane was a hot model? Yes. Pepperidge Farms remembers. Yes. That is very true. Melvin, it would, yeah. Oh God, no! Stop at the Klaus Klinsky. This fucking guy, man. Harry gives Peter. Yeah. So yeah. I'm sorry. You're right. Uninspired. I was moving along too fast. Harry gives it to Peter after he was stabbed. So Peter basically dies. He dies. And then yes. So you're right. When he's fighting Kraven, they go to, and there's a big fight with Kraven. Yeah. So Peter gets stabbed, dies, or is dying, and the symbiote suit attaches itself from Harry to Peter, and Peter lives. And then Harry's like, yeah, you can have her for now. Cool. Good. Thanks for that information. Uninspired. I just forgot. Yeah, they're not doing anything for me, CLS. They're shit. Zach, save your money, dude. You're not missing anything. Just watch it on YouTube. I feel the whole Miles Morales thing is a boiling of the frogs in a pot sort of situation where they want to race swap Peter with actually. Yeah. They'll get there. Yeah, I'm sorry, Uninspired Review. So you're right. He gets it because he was stabbed. So they try to make this emotional thing happen, and this is right before where the mission before this was where Mary Jane was doing stealth missions. Again, stealth missions. Fucking most boring, pathetic part of the game is the stealth missions with Mary Jane. They're just so stupid. She's literally beating bad guys that Peter and Miles are struggling with, but she has a fucking taser gun, and she's like, she learned karate somehow from like the last villain in one of the last games, who didn't become a villain by the end of the game. I forgot what her name was. Oh, she taught me everything she knows, and she's like karate kicking people and monsters and symbiotes and fucking tasing them while Peter's fucking fighting Sandman and all these other things, and it's taking him like 10 minutes to beat him up. But now Mary Jane's cool. She could just sweep the leg and tase you, and you're dead. I think it's literally an experiment on the part of Disney where they want to figure out if it's possible to race swap someone slowly or covertly. And yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. So, at this point, the symbiote, you become, and I will say the symbiote's abilities, he has like a superpower. Every there's like a specific superpower you get for a limited amount of time in these games. And when you become the symbiote and you're Venom and you use his superpower, like his actual abilities, it's fucking fun. I mean, it's powerful. It's strong. The guy is just arms extending out, just like in the movies, Venom kind of, where you're just smashing people, man. You can't be hit. You can't be beat. You're just breaking these people up. This sounds like I absolutely butchered the Kraven's Last Hunt storyline from the comics, but yes, they fucked up Kraven's complete storyline. Yeah, so you're basically getting all these weird, stupid tropes, and it's just dumb. And so what's happening is that Peter's liking the symbiote suit because while he's wearing it, it changes him. He starts to become angrier, more aggressive, and he doesn't want to give it up eventually. And Harry's dying again because his illness is killing him because he doesn't have the symbiote suit in him. So Peter is becoming an asshole. He's treating MJ like shit. He's treating Miles like shit. He's treating everybody like shit. But he's getting more powerful as it goes on. Kraven started to notice him now. He's like, "Oh man, you're what I've been looking for. I want to fight you." And then it just becomes a shit show at this point. A lot of just that's true, Zax. That's true. The Miles Morales suit where his hair. Oh, dude. Yeah. That was pretty pathetic. I was saying that how Adidas made a deal with Insomniac to put that in the game. Miles Morales' suit by the end of the game is a fucking travesty. It's ugly and it's insulting, actually. Hold on. Isn't Miles and Spidey owned by Sony? Yes, they own the rights. Why would the Japanese care about wokeness? Because Sony is, they moved their American headquarters to San Francisco. They don't care anymore about. They're not really tied as much, if I recall, to the Japanese section anymore. Like this Sony PlayStation USA, which is in San Francisco now, or Santa Monica or something like that. They're in California, so they completely went woke. They followed every other corporation's lead and they went woke. It's very painful. It's pathetic. So parts of the gameplay with the symbiote suit on are great. You're Venom. And there's even a part where Venom starts to take over Peter's mind, where he even attacks Mary Jane, which I wish he would have fucking killed her. I mean, I hate to say that on YouTube. I'll probably get taken down. I wish Mary Jane would have been eaten by Venom in this game. And I don't mean in the good way. I mean, like, there was a scene where, this is the funny part. This is Venom we're talking about, right? A super powerful alien symbiote with Spider-Man's powers as well. Mary Jane fucking tases him to get him to snap out for a minute. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, I think it's San Francisco or Santa Monica. I think it's San Francisco. Yeah. I just played Mario Kart 2 with the new upgrades. It was awesome. Everybody clown Miles suit at the end. No, because it's stupid, man. $70 in America. So $74 after tax. I didn't pay that. I wouldn't pay that. The symbiote feasts on brains. There would be nothing to feed him and MJ. Yeah. Culver City. Okay. So yeah, California though. Outside that. Defeated a symbiote without using sound. No, they use the sound. They have the sound stuff. He's affected by the bells and the loud ringing sounds. Like they use that. Craven figures that out. So yes, they do use it, but he's not afraid of fire in this game because the developers recently said they didn't want to confuse the game player because they felt there was so much information coming at the game player. They didn't want to confuse the game player. So they didn't add fire as to something Venom was afraid of, just sound, which fuck, whatever. I mean, they considered game players that stupid that they can't. Oh, it was just another element. It would have confused. There's so much happening in the game and they would have confused the fans. It's like, what the fuck, man? Yeah, wishful thinking. Maybe in Spider-Man 3 there'll be a gay bromance. No, Peter was a dick to Miles because he's black. Apparently, I don't fucking know. So yeah, so basically, I know I'm all over the place, but this game, it's how I'm explaining it is how the fucking story in the game really is. It's just all over the place. It's so erratic, man. The cool part of the game finally is when Harry starts getting pissed off at Peter. Peter's an asshole. Mary Jane's yelling at fucking Peter about what a dick he's being. She even puts out a fucking article in the Bugle about how Spider-Man's an asshole, basically. Because he was being a dick for like 2 days. So Mary Jane decides, I'm going to save my career and my job by writing an article not about Peter Parker, who I love, but about the guy, the fucking superhero that he is, that he's a piece of shit now. And should we be worried about him turning and becoming an asshole? I'm like, this is what these writers come up with. It's just so stupid. So fucking stupid. And then she's trying to explain, like, I had to save my career because I have to pay your mortgage because I'm a strong woman and you can't keep a job down because you can't be Spider-Man and Peter Parker. So I have to save my career. You fucking kidding me? Yes. That is true. That's super diverse right there. Yeah, they really do think they do. Yeah, because here's the thing: the game has sold 5 million copies in 2-3 weeks. It's made its money back and more, and it's going to keep selling because the name. This is what these fucking companies do, right? Zax has talked about this on his show. Copa talks about it. Vex talk. All these people we know talk. We all talk about it. Leon, Cassie. These companies live off the names and properties and IPs of popular IPs and they change the story and narrative to fit what they want to have in there, their messaging, because they know people are going to go see it more than likely. Buying a video game is no different. You say it's a Spider-Man game and you show the cool stuff without all the other bullshit, and 5 million copies are sold in 3 weeks. I feel like it's dumb that the word diverse has become synonymous with anyone that's not white, a white man, when diverse really means a variety of people. Correct. Yes, women did write. Yes, there was a woman writer who did write. One of the female writers, I believe, is partially deaf, and said that the deaf girl, it was nice to see herself in a game. Yes. All right, thanks, bud. Hey, I'm looking forward to that, man. Thanks, Uninspired, for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. Please go check out his channel. He's a good man right there, even though he's French, maybe a little gay, but I love him anyway. Cannoli, when is your Serbian Phil? Listen, I love Vex to death like a sister. I'm not doing it, boss. You're not going to trick me into this. I love you too, but it's not going to happen. The Uninspired Reviewer, for young people needing to sleep every day, you disappoint me. Yes, you're a wimp. 3 a.m. You've been on my show since when it's 6 a.m. your time, buddy. I'm just kidding. I love you, dude. Be well, buddy. Be well. Diversity equals less or no white people. It has been that way for a while. Yes. Yeah. So where this all leads to basically is a lot of stupid bullshit, a lot of needless side story stuff, a lot of dumb story plot points to push you from point A to point B. Craven basically disappears for large portions of the game. His people are there. His minions are there to kind of stop you and build this world, or these stopping points where they kind of taken over different areas of the city and you have to stop them and all that bullshit. And so it gets basically all culminates to this thing where Harry's dying. He's pissed off. He's angry at Peter. He gets the symbiote suit back finally, because Peter rips it off. Remember what was it, Spider-Man 3, in the movie with Tobey Maguire? He rips the thing off of him. He rips the symbiote suit off of him finally, because he's being told by Miles Morales towards the middle to the end of the game that, hey man, you've changed. You don't answer my calls anymore. I'm Miles Morales. I need you. And you're not the same Peter. And they have a fight. This is after you beat Craven, by the way. So you finally beat Craven as Venom with Peter Parker, and then Peter Parker gets beat up by Miles Morales because Miles Morales is OP, and he rips the suit off of him, Peter, and it goes. They capture it and close it in like a glass case, and in between this, the lizard, what the fuck is his name in the Dr. Connors? Dr. Connors becomes the lizard again because Craven lets him loose and gives him his venom back because he wants to hunt. That part was cool. The part with the lizard and you chasing him through New York City and you're destroying New York City and you're fighting him was a cool boss fight. It was okay. But Dr. Connors is the one that found the symbiote alien suit in the park. Like remember Spider-Man 3 with Tobey Maguire, how they find it? Dr. Connors found it for Norman Osborn. And it's a really small part of the game. It's literally a 2-minute scene. And you're like, what the fuck, man? This is Venom, dude. Either go full Venom as a villain, fuck you, Bloss, I love you. Go full Craven. All you needed was Craven and fucking Venom. That's all you needed. You didn't need all these stupid fucking side stories. Craven would have been intimidating all the way through. He learns about Peter Parker, Spider-Man. He finds out Peter Parker becomes Venom. That's all you needed in the fucking game. He's hunting you people throughout the whole game. Vex Electronica. Hello, my friend. If a deaf girl spray paints, I hope it's a lighter shade so I can boost my credit. It is not a lighter shade. By the way, the mission with the fucking spray painting, the mission with the spray painting was the most stupid, tedious, boring, out of place. They literally take the hearing. You can't hear in that mission as the girl. You hear muffling sounds and nothing else because they wanted you to feel what it was like to spray paint a building as a deaf black girl who can sign language. And you have to go around different fucking areas. What's up, Copa? Copa, my ex machina. Miles Morales is such a ginger anagram. Yeah, you're right. It was so fucking angering and enraging. Like the deaf, you've seen it all over Twitter. You people have seen the gameplay of this. This is a fucking side mission. And by the way, she's so talented. She has 3. So what you do is you spray paint you're spray painting this beautiful imagery that she can create over ugly graffiti in the neighborhood. So you have 3 spray cans, 3, mind you, in most of these missions, and you're spraying, and you have to hold the controller a certain way. There's motion shit. 3 times she sprays over it in this beautiful fucking portrait that's like the size of a fucking a house. The whole wall is the size of a house. 3 times. She's so talented that she can paint a whole wall with just 3 little sprays of paint. That's how empowering. And she even talks, like I said, about black futurism, black art, black pasts, and how it was important. I think, okay, you want to add all this stuff in the game. Maybe it has some correlation to Miles Morales because of his background. They took all the cop missions out of the game. Remember in the first game where there was police missions where you were helping the police? Now you're helping firefighters because police are bad. Firefighters are good. Policemen hurt poor people. Firemen don't. Police hurt black people. Firemen don't. So you're not, the police missions are completely out of the game now. They're not in there anymore. So, yeah, poor Vex Electronica. Can we just please get a moment in the chat if you can to give some love to Vex Electronica? She's going through some shit. She put it on Twitter, so it's not a secret. We want to basically give her some support and some love. And please pray for this woman. My China. Yeah, please give Vex some love and prayers. Honestly, she needs it. She's going through some shit. We're all trying to be a support group for her. We love her. Fuck Canada. That's all I'm going to say. I hate that fucking... I'm actually angry. Some of the shit that she's been dealing with. And justice for Vex is fucking right. It's enough is enough. I really just want her out of that fucking country and she'll be so much happier. But yes, we love you, Vex. We love you. Vex deserves this. This is what you get for being born. I feel so fucking bad for Vex. I love that Miles Morales has all these extra powers simply. Yeah, he got bitten by a better spider in the game. In the game, of course, Vex, anytime. In the game world, in this game universe, he's bitten by a slightly more powerful, because I said that a little bit earlier. He can cloak. He has electrical powers. He saves the day most of the time. In this game, he's saving Peter Parker's ass so much that why? Of course, you don't need Peter Parker anymore. He's a little bitch. They made Peter Parker a little baby back bitch, and it's fucking stupid. And it's so anyway. Harry becomes Venom again, and Harry's angry because he's dying, and he didn't think anybody cared. He's mad at Peter. He gets angry, and this is where Venom feels like Venom. He looks like the Venom in the. You know what? I'm going to see if I can pull up this scene. He feels like the real Venom. I'm going to see what you guys think of this. And, oh, God. Oh, so loud. It's so loud. Why are you so loud? I actually thought this scene was pretty cool. And I don't know how you guys would feel about this in the world of comics. Here we go. The way they did this, though. Now, again, like everything else in this game, it's all just wow moments. It's all spectacle. What's up, Joker voice? Let me see if I can find it. Here he is. Okay, here it is. I'm going to show you the scene. You guys tell me what you think about this. Let me see if I can bring this up. How you think this is portrayed. And if you think this is a cool scene. I'm going to share the audio. Here we go. So this is him when he becomes Venom at the end of the game. So you see Peter with the black suit on. This is where he realizes he doesn't want to be Venom anymore. He's been treating everybody like shit and blah, 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 blah. So this is where Harry finally goes to the Aunt May's house where they're living at now, where his little bitch Peter and his mommy, cut queen, Mary Jane is now. So basically, Harry's keeping her hostage while Peter comes back because he's, So here we go. This is where we get Venom.
A thing.
I don't know if I'm gonna get fucking flagged for this. I'm just gonna play it anyway. So this is like, yeah, you hear him. He's like, "Stop calling me Harry. Stop calling me Harry. We are not Harry." And this is where you get the line. He says the thing. And people were losing their shit on YouTube. The reactors like, oh my God. This would have had a much more powerful effect if the story was better. It's cool to see Venom. It's cool that he said the line. It just didn't have the impact that I wished it had. I heard that Aunt May's mortgaged the house. She mortgaged the house to buy food for the feast people, and Mary Jane is the savior. Yes, so she basically ruined Peter's life because she wanted. And it's fine. It's a noble thing. Oh, it is safe from claim. Oh, I'm an idiot. Here we go. So look. So you get the Venom. He says the thing. He becomes Venom. He kicks some ass. Then this is where Venom turns Mary Jane into Scream. Yeah. So she becomes Scream. Yeah, this is the part of the game where I was laughing out loud. And literally, I just couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't take it anymore. I was done. I was like, this game is fucking retarded. I can't do this. She becomes Scream after the symbiote. Yeah, see, like, he turns her into... Look, I'll show you this real quick. Look at this bitch. Now, she does have some crazy hair. I don't know how the women feel about that, but this is what you get. So, she becomes Scream. Hey, Jackson Voorhees, what's up? So, she basically just fights Peter Parker as this character. I'll show you a little bit of the gameplay. And, you know, again, all the symbiotes are, you know. Thank you, Vex. The one cool part is that you do get to beat the shit out of a lot of women in this game, which is kind of based for a gaming company that's woke. We know, Joker. We know. Thank you, Vex. You're a beautiful person, really. Scream is every chick on her period. This fucking woman, all she does is berate Peter Parker. I did everything for you. And I saved you, Peter, and you'd be nothing with it. And he's even saying it to her. He's fighting her, and as he's beating the shit out of her, he's saying, I'm nothing without you. And I know the sentiment. I've heard people say, well, that's how a couple would be. That's how a spouse would be, or a boyfriend, girl. You could say that in the right context. This is fucking cringe. I'm talking about, I am nothing without you. He's literally almost crying to the point where I had to stop playing it for a minute just to kind of gather my thoughts and go, what the fuck is this? Jana. What up, Jana Banana? How you doing, lady? I hope you're doing well. And the baby. Unbelievable. She made out of pizza. I don't know what the fuck she's made out of. She is on her period, apparently, according to... Thank you. X Electronic is awesome. Please, please, please. But yeah, you get this stupid fighting scenes and the dialogue. I don't even know if I can bring up some of the dialogue. It doesn't even have it on here. But like, it's just, like parts like this where she's like, I did everything for you and I saved your life. And she's like, he's like, I know. And I was mean as Venom and I've been saving people for years and I'm a superhero. And I can shoot spider webs out of my dick and all orifices and I'm a man. But I know I'm a bad man because I can't be Peter Parker and satisfy and be there for you and hold the job. But I can save fucking people's lives. I can fight villains that would make people fucking cringe and shake. I could do all this magical shit, but I gotta fucking submit to you because you've been carrying me because I'm not a real man. You're the real woman. You're the strong female. It's fucking embarrassing. And the fight's not even that exciting. You're in a Queens. This does not look like Queens, by the way. He's just like he's getting tossed around. She's got her hair whipping out, strangling him.
This isn't what you want.
Yeah. There they go.
How do you know what we want?
How do we know? It's like spiderwebs that, you know what? Vex, I've heard things. I mean, if it comes out of it, well, actually, you know what? I'm sorry. The Tobey Maguire version of Spider-Man probably has that happen. Because he is in his body where these are just manufactured through, like they're made weapons for these Spider-Man. So, but yeah, I would say in this version of Spider-Man, he ruins bukakis. He's getting bukkakied on by his spider webs out of his confirmed that Peter Parker is the guy that ruins bukkake. Did you just call me a fucking slut? It's autistic slut, Vex. Get it right. I know you're going through a lot, but get it right. I'm just kidding. I love you. It does look pathetic, and it is pathetic. And Uninspired Reviewer was right. The whole plot line with Venom becomes this end of the world. I want to take over everything. I'm going to make everybody a symbiote. I'm going to go ahead and disaster, end of the world. Where I'm going to fucking take over the world. He wants Spider-Man to join him and take over everything. Harry and Venom. And it's like, why does it have to have, why are the stakes always so high? I understand that it can lead up to that. Can I time? Hey, are you a mod, Vex? You're a mod, right? If you're a mod, you can time out whoever you want. I have no. Oh, Copa, come on. Let Jana be Jana. So yeah, this is where you get period MJ, and she goes crazy and starts fucking tossing around, bitching at him. Why don't you love me? Yeah.
The truth.
Yeah. Look at him. Look at that hair. Well, don't lie, females. Ladies, would you like hair like that? Peter does not have. There we go. There we go. Who saved her here? See? She's so strong, she can rip herself out of a symbiote. By the way, Peter Parker did this, but it was much harder for him. And she is so strong that she stopped being a symbiote. Just like that. She has no superpowers. Peter Parker had superpowers still, even as Venom. Remember that, people. Mary Jane does not have superpowers, but she can rip a fucking full-fledged symbiote suit off of her because she doesn't want to be the symbiote anymore. This is strong female protagonist. This is what you get. It's fucking terrible, Jay. I'm telling you, man. Okay. If that's true, okay, but I don't know how it fits in this game, but I totally... Where is the third game even? I don't even want to play the third game. I'm done after this. I'm done. What's wrong with MJ's face? Has taken random New York subway to give you the bright face. Yes. I'll tell you. I'll show you what's wrong with her face. I have it right here. Here we go. This is what's wrong with her face. So I don't know if I can blow this up anymore. This chick on the left was a writer for the game who wanted to insert herself in the game. So you get this as the new Mary Jane. Same thing with the writer, one of the writers who was partially deaf and female wanted to see herself in the game. I don't know how you can see yourself as a deaf black girl whose sign language is in the game, because you're saying that you're not fully deaf. You're hard of hearing, but you're white. But yet, this is what we get in modern gaming. Thank you. You're welcome, Vex. You are so welcome. I'm glad I can help at least with something. Now you don't have to shit. And now you can't shit. So there you go. Her shill screech was enough of a sonic weapon to drive away the symbiote. Yeah, it's fucking stupid. Okay, so that's where they're trying to play that up with the sound of the thing hitting the metal. That's so fucking stupid. It's so stupid. What bull crap. She got a bad case of the dick worm. It looks like a dude. This does look like a dude. Well, she's deaf, not blind. She can hear us. And that. Okay, there you go. All right, buddy. See you, Joker. Thanks for stopping by, man. Of course, buddy. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad you're safe. And good for you for putting out that fucking bullshit at fire at your house, man. Appreciate you. That intern looks like the equivalent of hot. So this is like what an attractive Downs person will look like, Vex. Is that what we're getting at? See you, Joker. Have a good night, buddy. Another self-insert. Yep. Next Pandaverse season could have her KK. Yeah. It's fucking pathetic at this point. He has an acquired taste, all right. Mary Jane was attractive in the first game. Imagine self-inserting yourself into a game and everyone's like, yep. You threw up so hard it comes all the way back up from the bottom. Yep. 100%. When you order Mary Jane from Bud Light. Hey, Beard Liberty. What's up, buddy? Yeah, so like you get stuff like this, and then so it's this end of the world scenario where it's all or nothing for Venom, where it should have been more of a thing between him and Peter, because Peter's like, oh, you're my buddy and I love you and I got to save you. But then it turns into like, oh no, I'm going to end the world. So we're going to have all these weird fucking symbiote egg fucking landscapes in parts of the game, and you have to destroy them and stop me from taking over the whole entire world as Venom. I want to make people free and strong. And it's like, oh, why? Now you want to progress that into another story, into another game. Why is it all or nothing with these fucking movies in these games? Why does everything have to have the stakes so high immediately? Build to something. Build to something. So MJ saves her life. Yes, he's a bitch. He's a bitch in this. He's useless. I'd rather have Miles Morales in this universe only because they made him a cuck, Peter Parker. Peter Parker is useless. Even if this isn't a self-insert situation, shouldn't people kind of like, what the fuck? Why do only the acceptable parts? Yes, you're 100% accurate. This is the gray case where she needed to be sucked back into not born twice. Yep. The writer chick is not ugly. She's just not. No, Mary Jane is gorgeous. She makes a better case. Jesus, Vex. Oh my God. This is why I love her, people. Somehow Peter gets younger between games and MJ gets older. Yeah, well, she aged a lot. Yeah. Sounds like they tried replicating Alien without the good parts. If they wanted MJ to be a hero so bad, they should have thrown money into a furnace and made it. Here's the problem, though. The game's selling like crazy. I'm actually kind of pissed that that's Venom's story. I've spent years asking for a survival horror game where you play as a regular New York cop trying to survive a symbiote. Well, the cop would have to be. It wouldn't be a cop. Not these days. Venom was the best part of the game in a way, and also the worst because it wasn't enough. So when Harry becomes Venom, he's breaking out of the Osborn woke environmental friendly building, and you're fucking full Venom, man. You're just destroying people. Then you go to Times Square and fight Kraven. And Kraven says some gay shit in this game. Like, I've been waiting for you for a long time. I want to die at that. I need you. Like, I want you to insert yourself in me. There's some weird shit that Kraven's saying. It's really gay dialogue. And then Kraven is fighting Venom, which I know Kraven's super strong. The super villain would have gotten his ass handed to him, but it's a video game. So you finally get to beat Kraven as Venom. And he's like, yeah, you're who I've been looking for. And now Kraven mysteriously is just dying of cancer, which is fucking brought up for 30 seconds in the game. Stupid. You wasted his fucking villain now. I want to see him. So Venom chews his fucking head off. You don't see him fully bite his head, but you see from the top view and you see the blood kind of. And then Harry's like full on Venom. I'm going to fight. I'm Venom. You know, whatever we are Venom, that kind of shit. And he bites Kraven. Kraven's dead. Now it's between Peter and Venom. But Peter gets put into a coma in the game later on. And guess who has to save Peter from himself? And guess who gets to beat Venom? All by himself with no help, even though Peter couldn't. Yes, you guessed it, my friend Miles Morales. The wonderful Miles Morales, who's so overpowered and bitten by a better spider that he could take on an alien symbiote and beat him one-on-one. No, I totally agree with that. Like, I don't have a problem with that necessarily. It's just how they did it in the game. It was just weird. Like I said, I don't know the background of the comics. I'll leave that to you. If you say that, I'll agree. I believe you totally, Leon. I totally agree if that's correct. It's just the way they did it in the game is fucking stupid. 25 years ago, I could say the same stuff. Yeah, you're a white male. You'll get in trouble. Kraven is extremely smart. No, here's the problem. What pisses me off. Kraven was introduced well, but executed poorly. I didn't need the stupid fucking self-insert bullshit in the side stories. I didn't need, make the story about Kraven and Venom. This is so easy. Kraven hears about Venom. Kraven hears about Spider-Man. He's looking for the ultimate match. Somebody that can actually give him the thrill of competing against him in hand-to-hand combat or just whatever. Because he's dying in the game, so he wants one last fight with somebody who's worthy. But in this fucking game, you get so much convoluted side story bullshit that it gets tossed to the side for long parts of the game. Even when Craven's army, this fucking guy mysteriously has an army that can rival fucking other countries, full military army. He's a side character. You don't even see him. And then he comes back in cutscenes, and then you don't see him again. And then there's like this stupid Harry. It's like simple. Make Craven the main guy. He hears about Spider-Man. He hears about these other villains. He tries to break out the villains so he can fight them. Peter Parker and Miles want to save the villains, put them back in jail, or wherever wherever that fucking jail is that is in the comics. It's in the game. Harry becomes Venom. Peter becomes Venom. Craven finds out about Venom. He's like, oh, this is the thing. This is what I want right here. And then that's all you need. You can build a fucking... And again, you don't need a long story. It's what, 15 to 17 hours is the story. Like 25 to 30 hours with the side shit. The game goes fast if you play through it. It's such a fucking waste of time with this bloated, stupid nonsense in the background. No, this isn't Eddie Brock. Harry Osborn is Venom, which I believe does happen in some of the comics. Venom is held back by Peter, so I think, yeah, he is held back. No, I agree with you there. Oh yeah, because Peter Parker is Venom, and Venom, yeah, okay, I'll give you that, I guess. I don't fucking know, man. You're not wrong, but yeah, exactly. No, you're good, dude. Tell me about the comics. I don't know about the lore. That's why I trust you people. That's why I love this community, because I don't know anything about the Spider-Man comics. So if you're telling me, I believe you, dude. Insomniac stole Eddie's cancer storyline too. What are they ripped off everything and just maneuvered it all and changed it. But yeah, no Eddie Brockton. Oh, okay. So you're telling him about, straight white male. I'm sorry, Shield Wall. I do apologize. Straight white male. I have seen the Craven trailer, and no offense to Vex, because I know she loves the actor playing Craven. She's excited about this movie. I think it looks fucking terrible. But I will say the trailer wasn't bad. Like, it did enough, and they showed a lot of the graphic violence. Here's the thing. Will I probably give it a chance? Yes. Will I see it in the movies? No. So we'll see. It wasn't Eddie that had cancer and Venom. It was Flash Thompson. Okay. Oh, yeah. And he becomes symbiote. Yeah. You're right. You're right. I read about that recently. Leon, have you noticed that some of Venom's design is more like the Scorpion and the symbiote? Yes. Yes, he's right. I have noticed that. Oh, okay. Yeah, Scorpion is in the game. Here's another thing that's so stupid. While Craven is hunting for these villains, Electro and Vulture die off screen. You find out by Peter Parker investigating one of Craven's hideouts, and he has a recording. And Craven's like, I had to kill these two people to see what capabilities they had. So they kill fucking major villains off screen. He does kill Scorpion in a cutscene where you see it, but Vulture and Electro are killed off screen. Good writing. Damn it, Cannoli. Wanted to join sooner. Just finished my Ahsoka. Oh, blue collar loser. What is up? Hey, don't worry about it, man. We're just trashing on Spider-Man 2, the game. You finished your Ahsoka video? Oh, God, I can't wait to see that. Poor guy. They did. They really fucked this up. Can we get 2 girls, 1 cup reaction? You want the views? It'll bring... You know what? For you, boss, I'd have to do that on Rumble. It's not Craven the Hunter we know of now, because Sony does some weird shit with their properties, man. Okay. I did not know that. We don't need a Craven movie. We just like we don't need a Penguin movie. Yeah. Leon's just a known face movie. Harry dies and never gets the symbiote. Eddie Brock takes the symbiote after Flash. Okay. I'm just glad the game didn't introduce Carnage. Might be coming in the sequel. It's going to come. It's going to happen. Maybe he will compromise with Cannibal Holocaust. Oh, God, man. You guys trying to get me to watch. Yes and no. But the rumor is they want to make him the full-fledged. Yeah, I guess you're right. They want to make him the full-fledged villain in the second game. No. Then again, so once they beat... So you're going to these, like... So once Venom's trying to take over the world, there's like these egg nests that he's putting around the city that you have to destroy. And oh my God, man, you finally beat Venom. The Venom boss fight wasn't bad. It wasn't. but Miles Morales wins. He's the one who, in the end, saves. That's what I was talking about, CLS. I'm sorry. In the end, Miles Morales is the one who actually beats the real Venom without Peter in it. And then he gets destroyed, and then that ends, and then everything's hunky-dory. I know I probably missed a lot here, but here's where we get to the end of the game, which pissed me off. We're in Peter's house. It's all cleaned up now and pretty. Mary Jane's fully moving in because she got, she's the new daddy and pays the bills. And they're happy. Everybody's happy. Everybody's so happy. So Peter and Mary Jane are by their garage talking at the end of the game. And they're basically, she's like, did you tell Miles Morales what you're going to do? And I'm like, oh God, are they really going to fucking do what I think they're going to do? Miles Morales comes out and basically says, I got this, Peter. I'm going to be the protector of New York City. And he's like, are you sure? I need some time off and all this. And he's like, no, I got this, man. I can handle this. So now Peter Parker is no longer Spider-Man. Miles Morales is Spider-Man. And the developer said that he will be the Spider-Man going forward. I don't know if they'll completely get rid of Peter Parker. This is what happens. This is what happened. We're done with Peter Parker. No more white Spider-Man. No more Peter Parker is such a bitch in this game. I'm glad that they're getting him out of there. If they had any balls, Insomniac, they would have killed him off when he was trying to fight Harry as Venom. This game is a fucking mess. Yeah, they sidelined him at the end of the game. It's basically like, hey, I'm going to... Yep. And these are the people that are making the Wolverine game. These are the people who are going to make a fucking Wolverine game about a man who has claws, vibranium claws that he fucking stabs through people, and he's an asshole. How? It's in the same universe as Spider-Man. It's by the same developers and writers. How is this going to go now? And this is all going to culminate into some big this big universe they're going to probably bring together eventually. Wolverine's going to make money. I'm sorry, people. This is one of those things where people, if it's going to make money. Video games do well, even if they're shit. Not all the time, but for the big name video games will do well. Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to fucking break records with sales. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 just came out. The game is literally, they said, the worst Call of Duty game in decades. It's still selling like crazy. Madden sells like crazy. People are fucking nuts. Yeah, and they just let go, but yeah, they'll put a chicken. No, you're probably not right. You're probably not wrong. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where their storyline's gonna go, but it's almost like it's in the last, not the end of development, but it's been out for a while. I think next year they're gonna come out with a game. What's up, Mobler? Yeah, it's a good point. They're gonna cuck Logan hard. Yes, $10 says X-23 Wolverine's daughter is maybe. You know what? Fuck yeah, they're gonna make the female. And they in the movie it was fine. Wolverine will be a woman. Yes. Miles is talking to Peter in full costume, but now mask in public where anyone can see. It's so fucking stupid. Across the Spider-Verse is a 7.5 because they butchered Peter Parker and made everyone around Miles dumb to make them look smart. I haven't seen the new one yet. I remember the first one I thought was okay. I know people love the second one. I have not seen it yet. You want to play a real game? I'm going to tell you the game to play right now. Go buy RoboCop. Go play RoboCop. The difference between RoboCop development and Insomniac with Spider-Man. Insomniac is a $1 billion company. They have resources. They have developers. They have a shit ton of money to put in behind the game. RoboCop is a AA developer. They made the Terminator game. Resistance, I think it was called. Fun game. Not great, but fun. RoboCop is a testament to true game development. They took what they loved. They know what the fans loved. Even if there's a niche market for RoboCop, they got it. They nailed it so well that it is my current game of the year. My current game of the year. Doesn't mean that I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I haven't played too many games this year. RoboCop is the new game that I'm going to be playing. I'm pretty much done with Spider-Man now. I'm going to go jump right into RoboCop. I have about 10, 13 hours into RoboCop. I fucking love it. I love it. If they sideline Peter a little in the DLC, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yes. Like in the new Blade, they will bait and switch, use Wolverine to bring in interest, but it's really, yeah. And they definitely going to put a chick in Spider-Man 3. Oh, yeah, it's good. Yeah, Silk. That's right. There's an end credit scene in Spider-Man where they introduce Silk, who is a version of Spider-Man. Oh, my God. I don't even want to play it. I don't care. Or else she'll be in the Cassie, RoboCop. I'm playing it on my gaming computer. It's a 3060. I'm gonna buy it for PS5 eventually, I think, and do a replay. RoboCop is just unbelievable. Cassie, again, Cult Classic Kitty, go watch her review on RoboCop. She just did it before the show, my show on her channel. I mean, this game nails the aesthetic. It nails the game, the mannerisms of RoboCop. It nails the universe, how they make Detroit look shitty in its time period. There's no messaging. All the politics in the game are from the time in the movie for the game. Unbelievable. There you go. And I agree there. The console version is high. I didn't pay that much because of the Steam version. I think thanks to Cult Classic Cage, I got CD keys for like $30 for Steam. For $60, I don't know if it's fully worth it unless you really love RoboCop on console. I'd wait maybe. I don't mind Silk either if they do it right, but you know they're not going to do it right. They're going to make her the fucking most empowered woman Spider-Man ever. On that, and that right there is the problem with modern entertainment. They depower, cuck, and make the OG heroes dumb as shit just to make their woke garbage characters look like you are 100% right, my straight white male friend. Silk starts off cool in the comics, just like Miles, and also just like when she gets worse and worse. Yeah, because nobody fucking cares about the. I'm sorry, man. You can like these characters. It's just I don't care, and they're gonna ruin her. I always thought of Silk as Psylocke Spider-Woman. Yeah. That's what I read about. I read about Silk after the game ended just to see who she was because I don't know about the comic. But RoboCop is great. I like it. Again, yes, $60 is a steep price. It's $50 on Steam, and then if you find it on CD keys, like $30 or $40. I like that game, man. I'm sorry. I just the clunking sound of walking around as RoboCop, the fucking gunplay. It's violent, just like the movies. It's over the top like the movies. It's funny. Yeah, the NPCs and some of the character models don't look great. This is not a big development company making RoboCop, but this is their best game by far. Some games are perfect for $30. Regarding Nemesis was a ripoff for $60. Yeah, no, yes. I agree with you. I think RoboCop between 30 and 40 is a better sell, but yeah, I know they're trying to profit. But you just like anything else with gaming, I don't buy games at full price ever anymore. I wait. Unless it's a Nintendo game. I am playing Mario Wonder. And if anybody cares about that, I know Leon. Mario Wonder is a fucking great game. It is Mario World, which was my favorite Nintendo game, on steroids. It's challenging. It looks beautiful. It's fun. It's enraging at times, but it's fun. Mario Wonder is fantastic. It's a good family game, too. You can play up to 4 people. I like the female versions of Spider-Man, just not the one that not when they're insufferable biatches. Yes, I agree. I'd buy Spider-Man 257%. Yeah. And again, I don't want to like persuade people. Just this is not a game that's worth $70. My mom said that RoboCop looks better than the movies. That just filled her with disappointment. Yeah, I just bought the first RoboCop game recently on sale. For RoboCop movie on sale. I'm gonna get the second one. PS5, they are still charging $70 for The Last of Us Part 1, which is a fucking ripoff. Even the remaster's a ripoff. Literally the third goddamn remaster, but no RoboCop game from a smaller developer. Yeah, and that I know that's why they priced it on console, because I know console licensing is a little higher. I would say, if anything, just to support the developer for future projects. If this game does well, then they'll move on to do other projects. I would love to see them do a Predator game. Be great, like a real Have you played Tears of the Kingdom, Cannoli? Yes, I have played Tears of the Kingdom. I liked Breath of the Wild. I was very excited for Tears of the Kingdom. I got into this trap with gaming where I had so many other games going on in between. I have autism. I have ADHD. I can't just do one thing and do it. Like I have to play multiple games at one time. It's fucking stupid. I have to really kind of focus in on one game. Tears of the Kingdom's a great game. It's just a lot. So I put it to the side for now. I'm going to go back to it on my Switch. I like it. It's just a big, daunting game. Yeah, Mario Wonder is fucking fantastic. And it's a great game because you can just pick it up and play it whenever you want. In between me playing all these other games, I am maneuvering to Mario Wonder once in a while. And that's what's a great thing about Mario games. You can pick them up anytime. And they're just fun to play. Isn't one of Silk's powers that she makes Peter uncontrollable? Yes, that is actually one of the powers. Does he shoot spider jizz, though? That's what I want to know. The first RoboCop movie, I watched it the other day. It's fucking amazing. It's an hour and 36 minutes, or an hour and 40 minutes. It's shortish, gets right to the point, but it does it well. Good writing, Shieldwall. It's just good writing, and it's fun. Some of the stop motion effects are kind of shitty, but whatever. Anyone can wear the mask, just not anyone who deserves to. There you go. Yo, Cannoli Sasquatch, where did you buy RoboCop for PC? So Steam has it right now for $49. Go to a website called CD Keys. CD Keys. Is that it, Cassie? The CD Keys, right? Vex told me about that site too a while back. CD Keys, and just pick your region for Canada, and it should be like 30 bucks, $35, something like that. I could send you a link after the show. That's awesome. Good for you, man. I really do want to get back into that game. I love Zelda. I love Tears of the Kingdom. I think it's a fantastic game, and how it's amazing how technically challenging it is on the Switch and how they were able to get it on there. It's fucking great. Resident Evil 3 looks beautiful. I paid $20, but Cannoli, can you imagine if the developer gets some funding? That's what I mean. Yeah. Oh, give me a Dread movie game. Dude, I'm with you, Blue Collar. Oh my God. Please support this developer and go buy RoboCop. I want a Judge Dredd game. This developer would do justice to it. It would be fantastic. Yes. Please do that. I'd rather have a Predator game in the style of Monster Hunter. Yeah. There you go. I'm down with you, Jackson. I'm down. I would love a Predator game. But Dredd would be great, man. Of course, dude. I'll send you the information. I always prefer getting physical copies. Yeah, I agree. I hate to say it, though. I think the digital world is the future. You look at the companies like Best Buy and Walmart pulling a lot of their... Yeah, she's got it here, right here. I'll send you the link for it, though, Jay. Physical copies of the media is going bye-bye. Unfortunately. And I think in the next 5 years, it will be gone. Maybe not, but they're pushing more digital. Disney is, Walmart is, and now Best Buy. So, let me see. Yeah, Rage Cage is awesome. Spider-Man 1 had the best story, and the City That Never Sleeps story was only good halfway through. Then after Miles' solo game, it was going downhill in terms of quality, plot, wise, in my... I kind of agree. I know Andrew was in the chat earlier talking about how he liked the Miles Morales game and storyline better. I thought the first Spider-Man game, I played the remastered one a little bit before I played the new one, and I liked that game. That's a game I can replay a bunch. I think it's fine. The City That Never Sleeps was okay. The DLC wasn't bad, but they really did fucking kind of screw it up. Oh, her review of RoboCop is fucking great. I love Rage Cage. She's the best. But is your social credit score high enough to buy it in Canada, Jay? Canada has been on my shit list after what they've pulled with Vex the last few days. Oh my fucking God, man. I was the same way until I got on Steam. Steam keeps all of my games on my account. Yeah, they do. Steam's great. I just wish I could afford a actual full-blown gaming PC. It doesn't have to be the newest, highest end shit. That's where I give the console thing a little bit of a nod sometimes. You pay $500, it's in development for 7 to 10 years, and you don't have to upgrade anything really. But on the other hand, PC gives you more options, I guess. So that's why I forgave them and paid the $60, but I get people on a budget. 10 to 12 hours is high. Yeah, I put $70 on Final Fantasy 16. No, I agree. I get the developers use not an excuse, but they'll tell you that it's because of game development costs. Some games are just not worth $70. If you want to pay $70, fine. Not you, Blue Claw. I mean, people want to do that in general. That's fine. Okay. Yeah. If they want me to go digital, then the ISP company need to quit telling me I'm out of there. Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, the internet service companies. Yeah. No, he is not non-binary. He's actually a man. Well, he was a man. Zach, so I'm telling you, man, if you love the movie, even if you don't play a lot of games, this fucking game is great. It takes place between RoboCop. It takes place after RoboCop 2. This is the RoboCop 3 we all wish we had. It's fucking great. I love it. Unless they start fitting consoles with decent sized hard drives, they'll be cutting their own throats getting physical. Yeah, I agree with you there. I think there's a PlayStation Pro coming out. I think that's a rumor in the next year or so. They're going to up. I think you're right that yes, the storage is a problem. They try to keep the costs down as much as they can. Now the PS5 does, like a PC, to have upgradable storage. I bought a 1 or 2 terabyte hard drive and installed it myself. Really easy. So they gave you that option. But I agree, they should just come with it, but they're going to raise the cost then. Miles Morales on average is 12 to 14 hours. I paid $20 for. Yeah. No, it's a fucking terrible $50 game. It was just because it was launching with the play. Zax, get the game. Get the game. I wish we got a story where Shocker is the main villain. He is number 3 in my top favorite Marvel villain. There you go. I don't know. Maybe you will. But they'll probably make him gay. Yeah, that's about when console got good enough to look at play mode. Yeah. The PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X are basically mid-level PCs. I just think as far as cost, it's more efficient to have a console. I love my gaming laptop, but I would need to upgrade to a full gaming PC to get like the really high-end, better graphics, DLSS, HDR, 100 whatever over fucking 60. Like you really need some decent hardware, which is not a bad thing. I wish I could afford it. It's hard right now with everything going on. I've been dealing with this excuse from ICB. That's fucking crazy, Hunty. Like I even if you live in the middle of nowhere, you should still by now have more options. I just remember it was 08 when the physical last game bought was Fallout 3. Okay, fair enough. Definitely going to check it out. I still haven't made it to Act 3, but I understand. Baldur's Gate's a big project. It's a big game. It's a project to play that game, but just buy. I don't know what you're playing on, if it's a console or PC. Just get RoboCop and keep it in the back burner and play it. If a pro model doesn't come out this generation, expect to play all your games on Unreal Engine 5. I think a pro model is going to come eventually. I don't know. Sony's trying to sell as many PS5s as they can. So I don't know if it's going to come out as soon as everybody thinks. I don't think it's necessary to come out immediately. If you want to give people the option to spend an extra $600-700 on a higher end console, sure. Eventually these consoles, maybe Sony does something where you can add parts to it or upgrade it itself. I don't know if they'll do that though, because they won't make as much money, but can you pin CD link in the comment? Yeah, I'll do that. I'll put it in the chat, or I'll put it in the description for you guys. Dempsey, that joke had layers. Ooh. I stopped buying physical copies because you have to download the game from the internet anyway, and I don't have room for more crap in my house. And here's another thing with these fucking gaming consoles. Your subscription fees you have to pay every year just to fucking use your own internet. PlayStation's just went up to $80 for their low-end service. Xbox Game Pass went up like, what, $24 a month? I don't know if I'm going to... I've been debating about whether to resubscribe. I think I have until next week where I have to resubscribe for my $80. I don't know if I play enough online to do it. I might hold off. I don't know. We'll see. And why would you pay $70 for a DL game when you can't even sell it when you're done with it? Yeah. No resale value for Yeah. I've traded in a lot of old games to buy new games, which I kind of wish I didn't now because I wanted to keep some of those games, but sure. Sally, you're right about digital. I still buy discs to trade them in. That's exactly what I did. Not for Spider-Man, but for other games. Like I got Red Dead Redemption, the fake remaster that just came out for like $19 instead of $50 because I traded in some old games. I'm with you, Dempsey. Hey, listen, man, if I could afford a good rig, I would have it. Hello, Miss Martin Muses. Thank you for joining, of course. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Bro, it's going to be $134 for me to buy. Yeah, the PlayStation Plus Extra went up. The premium is like, what, $200 a month. You do get a lot of games. If I had the time, not necessarily about it's a money issue, it's the time. I just don't have the time to make it worth it. I can't play games as much as I used to. So they are recent. The recent digital PS5. You can buy a disc drive, yeah, but it has to be. Did you see the issue with the disc drive that's separate? Has to be online constantly, so you have to have an internet connection to run the fucking disc drive. That's at least what I've heard. Playing Final Fantasy 14 was the greatest when I had internet. It doesn't need PS. Okay, that's cool. Neither does like some other games. I'm looking forward to Mario RPG. the new remake. Looks fucking amazing, and I'm buying it, and I'm gonna play it. Yeah, and I get it. I bought a part every few weeks for my bill until I had it all and got to building. No, that's a you know what? You're right. That's the thing, Cassie. You bring up a good point. We are in a society now where it's all or nothing, I think, especially with PC. I don't think people realize that you can put together slowly a PC. The problem, I think, is that people who don't have the knowledge of building PCs or have any knowledge of PC gaming don't know where to start. They don't, even if they ask questions to people who are knowledgeable about it, they don't know. It's intimidating, right? Building a PC is intimidating because something goes wrong with the hardware or the updates or something you did wrong. It's scary. Consoles, you just plug in and you're done. But I agree with you, Cassie. Like, that's something I've been looking into. I have this website, PC Part Picker or whatever, and it just kind of mashes. I don't need a 4090. I can't afford a 4090. I don't have fucking $5,000 just for the processor. But yeah, you're right. Game Pass has value to me. I could try out a bunch of games and it transfers to PC so I could play on both. I agree with you there. I don't have a console. I have Game Pass on my laptop. And when I want to play a game, I kind of wish I had an Xbox so I can just pick and choose. What do you pay, Shield? Well, you don't have to tell me if you don't want. It's private, but it's like $20 a month, right? Mario RPG is the best Mario game, and the remake version looks amazing, and I'm definitely buying it. Me too, buddy. I'm going to go pick it up next Friday. $200 a month is crazy. A month? Oh, for the PlayStation Extra, it's fucking insane. What computer would you get if you had to play What computer would you get if you play PC? If you're asking me, this is one of those things. I don't know enough. I know. Let me rephrase. I know enough about PCs to kind of have a starting point. Cassie can answer that question for you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Hunty. Yes, I have so many people I can ask, though. Yes. Wait until the 5,000 series. Yes, and the 4,000s will drop. And they're coming out soon, right, Cassie? Isn't it like in January they're supposed to be announced, right? Game Pass Ultimate is only $50. See, if I had an Xbox Series X, I would do month-to-month games occasionally. I really would. I think I would ditch my PlayStation Plus for Xbox Game Pass just to play third-party games on the Xbox. I just don't have an Xbox Series X. Oh, no, it's a year. I'm sorry. It's a year. Jesus, $200 a month. You better be coming to my house giving me hand jobs to play your games. As long as I'm able to use a PlayStation controller, I am good. Yes. I think for Steam that works for some games. I pay by the year. Okay. That's smart. Buy a PC from Newegg. Okay. He may have, but for me, I pay yearly, and it's going to be, it's going up. I pay for the essential one. It's $80. I don't even know if I'm going to pay for it. I'm inclined to buy an Xbox Series X just for the third party shit. But we'll see. I practically grew up with PlayStation, so the controller layout isn't pretty. Yeah, Hunty, PlayStation, the new one is a great controller for the PS5. I would need way more than a handy for $200. Are we talking full sexual activity, Shield Wall? So anyway, yeah, I mean, as far as the gaming landscape, you're getting a lot of big games that are disappointing. Starfield was disappointing. Spider-Man 2 to me was disappointing. There's a lot of Arkham elements in Spider-Man. The way you can fight people, the way you are doing stealth missions, the way you have web wings. You have the web wings in Spider-Man, the new game, so you can travel faster. It's okay, but it's like fucking being Batman. You might as well. That's what he does in his games. I used a trick to get 3 years of Ultimate. How did you do that? All right, Zax. Did your shoulders make this deal for you, or did you make the deal? I used a trick to get 3 years. Wow. It's great. Used to stock up on piece of pass back. You know what? I was an idiot and didn't do that when they had deals. I should have done it for like 5 years, like some people did, and then I wouldn't have to worry about the price change. But whatever. At least cook me a meal. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. You want like a live-in maid, basically. So for $200 a month, yeah, handies, your food made, and your laundry and your bathroom's cleaned. How about that? There you go. I bought a lightly used gaming rig that some Oh, so you have a PC? Oh, that's nice. I see. I want to get a fucking gaming rig so bad. He turned tricks. Well, he turned tricks, Trixie. If you lived in California, it'd be like $600. Yes. There's a website that makes decent pre-built PCs from what I've seen called Starforge. Yes. I've heard of them. We have Meta PCs here in Arizona. They're a local company. The problem with Meta PCs, they build really good quality stuff. They're just expensive. They do have monthly stuff. I don't know if people are down on paying monthly fees for a freaking computer. But you're talking like low end. You're paying $2,000 for a 3050, 3060. And I think a 4070 I saw the other day with an i7, 32 gigabytes of RAM was like $4,700. I mean, you're paying it's premium shit, and you got a lifetime warranty on the thing basically. And if it's local for me, it's still expensive. You need that fun. No, you need Scream. You're gonna get Scream to come in and tell you what a piece of shit you are, Shield Wall. Yeah, so like this is basically what you get for modern gaming. I know I'm sorry if I was kind of all over the place there for a minute because that's how the game. So my bottom line with this game is it's not worth $70. I think if I was looking into getting this game, I was excited for it. You got my synopsis. I was disappointed. The gameplay can be fun. The game looks pretty. There are parts of the game that are great. Not enough for me to justify it as game of the year. Not even close. So I don't and again, I'm picking RoboCop as my favorite game. Doesn't mean that it's actually the game of the year. I know Baldur's Gate's going to be up there. Tears of the Kingdom is going to be up there. I don't know what else. Mario Wonder should be. If you haven't played Mario Wonder, man, fucking great game. Nintendo just nails it with their first party games most of the time. I just really think we're at a time where gaming is just in a weird spot. Gaming is like where cinema is. It's just kind of messy and convoluted with crap, and there's too much. And gaming is not, it's just weird. You're getting a lot of these big companies that are laying off people, and development times are shit. You have to constantly patch games. This is where we're at. If you buy an Xbox game, hold on, gold, Xbox, you can load up so that still works. How long are we talking here, Zax? I'd rather pay $7 to hear Vex go off unfiltered and dude. Yes, Shield Wall. I would love. I remember we were supposed to play Call of Duty, the last one, Modern Warfare 2. We both bought it so we could play it online and stream it, and it just never worked out because of scheduling. But I do agree that I would do that for Vex. Poor fucking Vex, man. I don't know how she's tough. She's dealing with some shit. I really feel bad for her. So give her some love. I want to start a funding fucking stream just for Vex to pay some of her legal bills. Maybe that is still the case, Zax. I know they made some adjustments to Game Pass. I don't know if you can still do that, but I'll look into it. So what I'll do is I'll put the CD keys link for RoboCop in the description of this video right after the stream. So if people want to go into the description and see it and get the link for RoboCop, go get it. If it's $30, it's worth it. If it's anything higher, 40 is the max I'd probably pay, and it's really worth it still. The game's just fucking great, man. I wrote my own synopsis of what I want in a good game in politics. Thank you. That's all we want. Gord King. I know you were working tonight. We went through a hodgepodge of issues with gaming in general and Spider-Man and why it sucks. It was kind of all over the place. I didn't focus as much as I wanted to, but chat's been fucking great. You guys are on fire, man. You guys are on fire tonight. Yeah, Gord is like, I love poor Gord, man. He can't get his internet to work. He's been trying to stream Mass Effect for a while and then Resident Evil before this. Poor guy. Pay your bills, man. I don't know what to tell you. But Gord's a good dude, man. I like watching his game streams while I work because he's very good with the chats. He gets involved. Thanks, Gord. I appreciate you, buddy. It's a lot of me being angry and talking about woke shit and gaming in general. And these crazies are trying to beat us with pixelated stick with indoctrinating the young ones. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. I've been playing again, I'm all over the place with games. I've been playing the Master Chief Collection. I just finished about a month and a half ago, Titanfall 2, which was unbelievable. God, that game was so good. I missed out on that one. I got caught up with that. I've been playing. Oh God, Hellblade. Is it Hellblade? Not Hellblade. Is it Hellblade? Vex got me into that with the chick, the crazy chick on the an Xbox exclusive. Oh my god, I hope I got that right. She'll kill me. Was it Hellblade? Not Hellblade. What's the game that with the chick? Oh yeah, Hellblade. Hellblade's weird, man. It's good. It's really good, but it's fucking weird. Titanfall 2 is still they brought the servers back for the online play. So Titanfall 2 has been fun. Gord watched episode. Oh, yeah, I gotta watch episode 2 CLS probably tonight after this. Hellblade, Cena's Sacrifice. Yeah. That's the first game or the second game? I'm playing the first game. Yeah, the first game. It's really good. I know the sequel's coming out. So the first game I got on Steam, even though you could play it on PlayStation. It's really good. It's weird. It's dark, man. It is a dark game. It's not what you expect, but it's good. Yeah, the crazy chick. You got it. Yeah, it's there's a lot of good games that are older games that I've been playing. But again, right now I'm done with Spider-Man for a while. I'm gonna go back to RoboCop. Oh wow. Resident Evil 8 Gold Edition, $20. Wow. Awesome. That's a great game. Titanfall 2 on Xbox. Yeah, dude. I've been playing it on Steam. I might buy the PS4 version because the PS4 is upgraded to 4K 60 and the servers are back on. I liked it on Steam. It played well. The older games look really well. They play well. So I got Halo. I got to finish eventually. I did buy the Arkham series on PC for like $8 during the summer. All the games. I beat Arkham Origins. I'm going to go back and replay those eventually and stream it maybe. But the Gourd edition. I must, yes. So whatever newer games that are coming out, I don't get excited anymore. Spider-Man kind of broke. I don't want to say it broke me finally, but it really just put home that modern gaming is really. There's a lot of games coming out. There's an abundance of games, but they're not all good. Just because they look pretty doesn't mean they are valuable deep down inside. Just like a hot woman. Well, then again, at least with a hot woman, you can just pass her, pump and dump, and get rid of her. I agree, though. I'm still saving up to get Outer Worlds. Oh, I have the Outer Wilds. The Outer Wilds, I played like 5 minutes of it. Really good so far. I like what I see. I'm going to get into that. Is it the Outer Worlds? No, the Outer Wilds is what I have. Arkham Origins is fucking fantastic. And people hated that game when it came out. My favorite is Arkham Asylum. And then Arkham Origins is really good. Really good. Played Gotham Knights with my buddy. It was flawed, but the co-op was perfect. Okay. I know that game it was a big fail on their part, but tell me if you want any fruits or vegetables, you need a second job. Yeah, I thought Arkham Origins was great. You finally got to learn the lore of Batman, early Batman. You learned a lot about some of the villains. Deathstroke was cool. Bane, like a lot of that was missing in the future games. Resident Evil 8 is annoying as fook. The extra stuff is all DLC. Only the stuff from the original game is on the disc. Yeah, I gotta tell you, man, I've been hit and miss with Resident Evil. I really gotta get back into it. I hate Arkham Origins because of the glitch save mode being able to continue. Yes, it happened to me too. It happened to me, and I had to stop playing. And it pissed me off because I really wanted to continue on, and I couldn't. What I had played up to that point was fucking great, but yeah, it's stupid. And then they haven't patched it. They don't care. So whatever. It's stupid. Is that supposed to say Arkham Oranges? Or Arkham Oranges, Fireflight is awesome. Bane was phenomenal. Yeah, it was a great game. Very underrated. But it came after all the other games, and yeah, it wasn't. And I guess it wasn't the same developer. It was oh God, what was it? Whatever Montreal made Arkham Oranges. I forgot what the fuck it is. Warner Brothers Montreal? I don't know. Arkham Oranges. That's what I thought. Is that what I said, Dempsey? My stupid East Coast accent come through on that. But anyway, yeah, man, I'm glad that you all came by on a Friday night. I don't do a lot of these solo streams. Actually, I don't do them any at all anymore. I really appreciate you all spending your Friday. Again, the chat was on fire. You guys killed it tonight. I'm really happy you heard my hodgepodge mess in my mind. I try to organize this review. It's really just, it is what it is at the game. You heard it come out of my mouth. I wouldn't get this game right away. Nope. Am I the only one who got burned by buying Anthem when it first? Yes, I did. I got it when it released, and I was not happy with Anthem. Anthem is better now. No, I'm sorry. Anthem was the game I remember. It was big hype from the developer, and it turned to shit. So I'm thinking of a different game. You are right. I did not buy Anthem. My friends bought Anthem, and they were very pissed off. They're still pissed off to this day. Arkham City is better than Arkham Asylum. Arkham City is a great game. I love Arkham City. Something about Arkham Asylum and the intimacy of being closed in the asylum. Arkham City is phenomenal, though. So I have no problem with you saying that. Okay, I got you, buddy. My cousin got it and returned it a day later. Yeah. Anthem was bad. I remember the hype for that game. The Resident Evil 4 remake is really good. Hate what they did with the knife, though. Unlike the original, it now wears out and needs repair. Yeah, I hit and miss with the Resident Evil games. The one Gord was playing recently was good, though. Arkham Knight is the worst of the 4. Yeah, Arkham Knight was the last one, yes. The fucking Batmobile missions, man. Stupid. It was really stupid. I'm going to have to chill and watch Tim stream. Oh, CLS. I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, I know what you mean, dude. I try to support as many people that I follow and I love in this community as much as I can, but working full time and trying to just have my own thing, it's tough. But I do show up, even if it's just to say hello and leave it on in the background, because these people deserve this. They're fucking amazing, awesome people. On that note, I think that's it. It's 2 hours and 7-minute stream. You guys are awesome. I really do, again, appreciate you all coming in on a Friday. I haven't done this in a while, and I hope I was entertaining enough to you all. I love live streaming on my own, but I do love my co-hosts on my other shows. We will be back next Friday for the Cannoli Connection. As of right now, we have booked Lofty Pixels as our content creator to interview next week. Me and Mrs. Sassy will interview him next Friday at 6:05 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So right now we're still on schedule. If anything changes, we'll let you guys know. But we'll be back with Lofty. Yeah, I love when people. Wait, let me see. Leave a comment. Thank you, Dempsey. You're a beautiful man. You're a beautiful man. You're a beautiful man. I love when people act like people. Yes, you're very true. Thank you, sir. Well, it was either watch this or show. Oh, I'm so Shieldwall. Thank you so much for giving me your time, and I saved your life. Probably not going to see that shit. I have to go finish watching Invincible Part 2, and I gotta watch some other new. I bought Cowboy Bebop. I gotta finish watching that. Thank you, Rage Cage. Thank you so much. So as far as what I have coming up on Mischief Mayhem movie on Monday, we are doing Scott Pilgrim versus the World. We have a panel of Abomination AJ. We have Leon from Words of Paradise. Jesus. This is how old I am. I actually have to pull up a fucking calendar to see who's on the show. I am so sorry. Yeah, so we have Leon, Bagface, Gord King, because he is Michael Cera, and Abomination AJ was added at the last minute because he wants to be on. So yes, Hunty Dempsey. I was too young to play it, but my cousin let me watch him years ago, and I had nightmares below it too. Thank you, Hunty. Yes, thank you, Cassie. Thank you. So yeah, we'll be back for MMM Monday. I don't know if Vex is going to be there or not. With everything that she's got going on, I leave that to her. I hope she is, only to take her mind off everything. But if she can't make it, I'll let you guys know. So Gord King, be prepared for trivia. You might have to do the trivia for the fucking Scott Pilgrim. I'll let you know this weekend if Vex is going to be there or not, buddy. It is a great movie. I can't wait to talk about that movie. We have a great panel for that, and I'm looking forward to it. And then again, Mrs. Sassy Sasquatch will be back Sunday for her Sassy Sunday stream, which is going to be fire. Always is. That's basically it. I'll see you Monday. I'll see you next Friday for Lofty Pixels on the Cannoli Connection. I love you all. You are amazing people, and I really, again, appreciate you coming to watch my stupid fat face talk about a stupid game, and I hope you got some good information out of it and appreciated what I had to say. That's basically it. I will see you all around the corner, around the bend, and on your YouTube channels. I love you again. Appreciate the support. Goodbye.